The story of Dutch money begins long before the Netherlands became a single country. For centuries, the area was a collection of powerful provinces, duchies, and counties. Each of these regions, like Holland, Zeeland, and Utrecht, minted its own coins. This created a fascinating but often confusing mix of currencies. A merchant traveling from one city to another might have to exchange one type of coin for a completely different one. These early coins were often made of silver or gold and showed the symbols of the local ruler or the coat of arms of the province. They tell a story of a divided land, where local identity was incredibly strong, and central authority was still a distant idea. The designs on these first coins were simple yet powerful. They needed to be easily recognized by a largely illiterate population. Common images included lions, knights, and religious symbols like crosses. For example, the province of Holland often used a lion, which would become a lasting symbol for the entire nation. These coins were not just for buying goods. They were a declaration of power and independence for the lord or city that issued them. The weight and purity of the metal were crucial for their acceptance. A debased coin, one with less precious metal than it claimed, could ruin a ruler's reputation and cause economic chaos, a lesson that was learned the hard way many times. Among the most important early coins were various types of stivers, guilders, and florins. The names might sound strange to us now, but they were the backbone of daily commerce. A stiver was a small silver coin, useful for everyday purchases. The guilder, a larger silver coin, was used for more significant transactions. Its name is interesting because it is the origin of the word dollar. These coins circulated widely, not just within the Low Countries, but across Europe, carried by the extensive trade networks of Dutch merchants. Collecting these early provincial issues is a challenge for numismatists, as the variety is immense and records can be scarce. But each coin is a tiny piece of local history. The craftsmanship of these early coins varied greatly. Some were crudely struck by hand, with uneven shapes and off-center designs. Others, particularly those from wealthy trading cities like Amsterdam or Dordrecht, were of much higher quality. The mint masters in these places took great pride in their work. They understood that a well-made coin inspired confidence and facilitated trade. This period laid the groundwork for the more standardized and globally recognized coinage that would emerge when the provinces finally united. It was a time of numismatic diversity, reflecting the political fragmentation of the era, and it set the stage for the monetary powerhouse the Netherlands would become. The formation of the Dutch Republic in the late 16th century marked a turning point for Dutch coinage. The 7 united provinces needed a more unified currency to fuel their booming global trade empire. While provinces still minted their own coins, they began to follow more standardized rules. This era, known as the Dutch Golden Age, produced some of the most famous and influential coins in history. The Dutch East India Company and West India Company spread these coins across the globe, from the Americas to Asia. Dutch money became a trusted international currency, a testament to the Republic's economic might and political stability during a tumultuous period in European history. 2 coins in particular stand out from this period: the Leeuwendaalder, or Lion Daalder, and the Gouden Ducat, or Gold Ducat. The Lion Daalder was a large silver coin first minted in the province of Holland to finance the war against Spain. It featured a prominent image of a rampant lion, a powerful symbol of Dutch strength and independence. This coin became incredibly popular in the Middle East and even in the American colonies, where it was known as the dog dollar. Its reliability made it a preferred coin for international trade for over a century, cementing its place in numismatic history as a true world currency. The gold ducat was another pillar of the Republic's financial system. First struck in 1586, this beautiful gold coin featured a knight in armor holding a bundle of arrows, symbolizing the unity of the 7 provinces. The design of the gold ducat was so successful and trusted that it has remained almost unchanged for over 400 years, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in the world. Even today, the Royal Dutch
Dutch Mint issues collector versions of the gold ducat with this classic design. It represented wealth, stability, and the unbreakable spirit of the Dutch people, making it highly sought after by merchants and collectors alike. Beyond these famous issues, the Dutch Republic produced a wide range of other coins for both local and international use. Silver ducatins, large and heavy coins often called silver riders for their depiction of a knight on horseback, were used for large payments. For smaller, everyday transactions, people used silver stivers and copper duiten. The Dutch East India Company even minted special coins with its monogram to facilitate its vast trading operations in Asia. The coinage of the Dutch Golden Age is a perfect reflection of the era itself, innovative, far-reaching, and built on a foundation of commercial success and national pride.
The end of the 18th century brought dramatic political upheaval to the Netherlands. The old Dutch Republic fell and was replaced by the Batavian Republic in 1795, a sister republic heavily influenced by revolutionary France. This political shift was immediately reflected in the nation's coinage. The symbols of the old regime, like the provincial coats of arms and the bundle of arrows, were systematically removed. In their place came new designs inspired by French revolutionary ideals. The most prominent new symbol was the Dutch maiden, often shown leaning on a Bible and holding a spear topped with a liberty cap, a powerful emblem of freedom and the new republic. This period saw the first serious attempts to create a truly national, decimal-based currency system for the Netherlands, moving away from the complex provincial system of daalders, stivers, and duiten. The new government planned to introduce guilders that were divided into 100 cents, just like the French franc. However, these plans were slow to be realized, and for a time, old and new coins circulated alongside each other. Silver guilders, half guilders, and quarter guilders were minted with the new Batavian Republic designs. These coins are historically significant as they represent a bridge between the old provincial system and the modern decimal system that would follow. The situation changed again when Napoleon Bonaparte installed his brother, Louis Napoleon, as the King of Holland in 1806. This short-lived Kingdom of Holland produced its own distinct coins. For the first time, Dutch coins featured the portrait of a reigning monarch, King Louis Napoleon. This was a major break from the anonymous Republican-style coins of the past. These coins, including gold ducats and silver guilders bearing his image, are quite rare today. This is because his reign was brief, and many of the coins were later melted down after Napoleon annexed the Netherlands directly into the French Empire in 1810. During the French annexation, from 1810 to 1813, the Netherlands officially used French currency. No distinct Dutch coins were produced during these years, making it a unique gap in the country's long numismatic history. Coins from both the Batavian Republic and the Kingdom of Holland are highly prized by collectors due to their scarcity and historical importance. They represent a turbulent and transformative period when the Netherlands was caught in the whirlwind of the Napoleonic Wars. These coins tell a story of lost independence, foreign domination, and the struggle to forge a new national identity in the shadow of a powerful neighbor. After the defeat of Napoleon in 1815, the Kingdom of the Netherlands was established with King Willem I as its first monarch. This marked the true beginning of a unified national currency. The guilder was officially confirmed as the standard unit, and a decimal system, where one guilder was equal to 100 cents, was finally implemented across the entire country. This reform simplified commerce and banking immensely. From this point forward, Dutch coins would carry the portrait of the reigning king or queen, creating a consistent and recognizable national coinage for the first time in the nation's history. The era of provincial coins was officially over. The coins of King Willem I, Willem II, and Willem III, who reigned throughout the 19th century, are classic examples of royal European currency. The standard circulation coins included copper cents, silver dimes, 10 cents, quarters, half guilders,
guilders, and the large 2.5 guilder coin, known as the Rijksdalder. Gold coins were also minted, most notably the 10 guilder piece, known as the Gulden Tientje, and a 5 guilder piece. These gold coins featured the king's portrait on one side, and the crowned Dutch coat of arms on the other. They were symbols of national wealth and stability in an age of industrialization and colonial expansion. The long reign of Queen Wilhelmina from 1890 to 1948 saw many changes in Dutch coinage. Her portrait on the coins aged with her, from a young girl with flowing hair on her early issues to a mature, regal queen in her later years. This progression provides a fascinating visual timeline of her reign. Collectors often seek to acquire a full set of Wilhelmina's coins, showcasing her different portraits. The designs of the coins became more refined and artistic during this period, reflecting the Art Nouveau and Art Deco styles that were popular at the time. The guilder was a strong and respected currency, backed by gold for much of this period. The introduction of new metals also marked this era. While silver remained the standard for higher value coins, nickel and bronze became more common for smaller denominations. This was done for economic reasons, as these metals were cheaper and more durable for coins that changed hands frequently. The period from the establishment of the kingdom to the eve of the Second World War was one of stability and gradual modernization for the Dutch guilder. The coins from this time are a beautiful representation of a confident nation, proud of its hierarchy and its place in the world. They are often a starting point for many people who begin collecting Dutch coins.
The Second World War brought immense hardship to the Netherlands, and, well, this suffering is starkly reflected in its coinage. When Germany occupied the country in 1940, the Nazis quickly took control of the nation's finances. One of their first acts was to confiscate all silver and gold coins from circulation. The precious metals were needed for the German war effort. To replace them, the occupation authorities forced the Dutch mint to produce new coins made from zinc. These zinc coins were dull, corroded easily, and were unpopular with the Dutch people, who saw them as a symbol of oppression and economic plunder. These zinc occupation coins had a starkly different design. The portrait of Queen Wilhelmina, a powerful symbol of Dutch sovereignty, was removed. In its place were simple, non-political designs, such as a plant or a Viking-style ship. The Nazis wanted to erase any reminder of the Dutch royal family and national independence. The coins were poorly made and have not aged well, often appearing dark and pitted. For collectors, however, these zinc coins are poignant historical artifacts. They are a tangible reminder of the poverty and scarcity of the war years, a metallic testament to a dark chapter in the nation's history. While the Netherlands was occupied, the Dutch government in exile, led by Queen Wilhelmina in London, made plans for the country's liberation. They knew that when the war ended, there would be an urgent need for new currency to replace the hated zinc coins and worthless paper money. To meet this need, they contracted the United States Mint in Philadelphia to produce a full set of Dutch coins. These coins, dated 1941 to 1945, were stockpiled and ready to be shipped to the Netherlands as soon as areas were liberated. They were minted in the traditional pre-war silver and bronze compositions. These American minted liberation coins are easily identifiable by a small P, D, or S mint mark, indicating they were made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. When Allied forces began to free the southern parts of the Netherlands in 1944, these coins were put into circulation. They were a powerful symbol of freedom and the return of the legitimate Dutch government. The sight of a silver coin bearing Queen Wilhelmina's portrait after years of zinc money was a moment of great joy and relief for the Dutch people. These coins represent hope, resilience, and the beginning of the long road to recovery after years of war. In the years immediately following World War II, the Netherlands faced the enormous task of rebuilding its shattered economy and infrastructure. The nation's currency really reflected this period of austerity and recovery. Silver, which had been used for coins for centuries, was now just too expensive for a country struggling to get back on its feet. In 1948, the Netherlands switched from silver to nickel for its guilder, Rijksdaalder, and 10-cent coins. Queen Wilhelmina abdicated in the same year, and her daughter Juliana became queen. The first nickel coins featured the portrait of the new queen, marking a fresh start for the nation and its money. The post-war era, under Queen Juliana and later Queen Beatrix, was a time of stability and growing prosperity. The designs of the circulation coins were modernized, becoming simpler and more functional. The portrait of the monarch remained on the front, while the reverse side simply stated the value surrounded by a clean, minimalist design. These coins, minted in nickel and bronze, became the familiar currency for generations of Dutch citizens. They were the coins of the economic miracle, the welfare state, and the Netherlands' re-emergence as a modern, prosperous European nation. They circulated for decades, becoming a part of everyday life for millions. Alongside these regular coins, the Royal Dutch Mint began to issue special commemorative coins to celebrate important national events. These were often minted in silver and sold to collectors. Important occasions like royal weddings, jubilees, and major historical anniversaries were marked with a special coin. For example, a coin might be issued to celebrate the 400th anniversary of the Union of Utrecht, or to honor a famous Dutch artist like Rembrandt. These commemorative issues allowed for more artistic freedom than circulation coins. They featured creative designs and became a popular way for people to own a piece of a national celebration. This tradition of commemorative coins grew significantly in the latter half of the 20th century. The last ever guilder coins, issued in 2001 before the change to the euro, were special commemorative designs. One featured a rather abstract portrait of Queen Beatrix, while another had a simple, modern design with a lion. These final guilders were a nostalgic farewell to a currency that had served the Netherlands for centuries. The production of commemorative issues trained the mint and the public for the collector-focused coins that would become even more important after the guilder was replaced by the euro, ensuring the tradition of Dutch numismatic art would continue. For coin collectors, the Netherlands offers a treasure trove of rare and valuable pieces. The value of a coin is usually determined by its rarity, historical significance, metal content, and condition. Some of the most sought-after Dutch coins come from the earliest periods. For example, a gold florin from a medieval count or a silver daalder from a small, obscure province can be extremely valuable, simply because very few were ever minted, and even fewer have survived to this day. Finding one in good condition is the dream of many serious numismatists who specialize in this complex and fascinating period of Dutch history. Moving into the era of the Dutch Republic, the gold ducat and the lion daalder are always in high demand. While common examples are relatively affordable, specific years or mints can be exceptionally rare. For instance, a gold ducat from a year with very low mintage can be worth thousands of euros. Perhaps the most legendary coin from this period is the silver scheepjesgulden, or shipguilder, from 1790. A shipwreck containing these coins was discovered in the 20th century, but undamaged. High-quality examples from that wreck are rare and command very high prices at auction due to their incredible story and beautiful design featuring a sailing ship. The brief period of the Kingdom of Holland under Louis Napoleon, from 1806 to 1810, produced some of the greatest rarities in Dutch numismatics. His reign was short, and many of his coins were melted down, so any coin bearing his portrait is scarce. The pinnacle is the gold 20 gulden coin from 1808. Very few were struck, and even fewer are known to exist today. A single one of these coins can sell for tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of euros, depending on its condition. It is a key rarity that is missing from all but the most advanced collections of Dutch coins. In more modern times, rarity often comes from minting errors or very limited issues. The gold 10 guilder coins, or gulden tientjes, from Queen Wilhelmina's reign are popular, and certain years are much scarcer than others. For example, the 1917 gold 10 guilder is a well-known rarity because almost the entire mintage was melted down. Proof versions of modern coins, which are specially struck with polished dies,
to create a mirror-like finish for collectors, are also valuable because they are produced in very small numbers. These prized possessions are more than just money. They are key historical artifacts that tell the story of the Netherlands in